Y'all, today I was 2 seconds from just calling it quits. I was gonna put I was gonna get one of my mama's stockings, put a goddamn orange in it. An orange in the stocking, and beat the shit out myself like Lynn Whitfield on Thin Line Between Love and Hate. I didn't mean to actually hit myself. Ow. Today was a terrible day, darling. Drama. Oh. Had to buy a whole new phone and wasn't expecting to buy a whole new damn phone. Had to go through all these different changes because I had a phone. It was my friend's old phone, child. And then I just put my information on it, but his information kept popping up. Got the new phone. Put the old Sims card that was in the old phone, the phone he gave me. Put it in the brand new phone that's mine that I paid for. And the shit still wouldn't work. It was still his information coming up. So I had to call Colin. Help me please. Help me please. Please help me. Somebody. Child, talked about 24 different folks. Child, finally got it squared away. Had to restart my whole phone. Re-download every single app. Re-put in every single contact. All them usernames, all them passwords. Got to redo everything. I'm still not done. That's how my day was. All day on the phone. Literally did not eat nothing all day until about 3-something in the morning. And got to go to work today. Ooh. It's just one of them days though, you know. With life, you don't know what the hell is going to happen. You can't plan nothing in life. You never know when it's just going to be your day where shit just going to go wrong. And you just got to stick it out. You just got to stick through it and just push through. If you're blessed to have a little weed nearby, do that. It was a lot. It was definitely a lot. But it looks like I'm good and I'm squared away now. Except I got an iPhone 8 Plus. And I originally had a 6 Plus that my friend gave me. I got my OtterBox and everything to protect my phone. And the guy who gave me my phone, who sold me my phone at the Verizon store, he gave me a 6 Plus Otter case and not an 8 Plus Otter case. So I ain't even look at it till I got home and realized I done got the wrong damn size. I'm wondering why the shit ain't really fitting. I'm wondering why it's covering up the little it's over here. The flashlight is covering it up. I was wondering why the shit wasn't really fitting till I looked at the box and she's a 6 Plus and this is an iPhone 8 Plus. Ooh. So anyway, this is Married to Medicine. I done spent too long on this. I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to rant. Sometimes you just have to get things out before you end up jacking somebody up at work, you know? It happens. This is America. Okay, so anyway, let's see. Married to Medicine started off with, this starts off with the little short, cute little scenes, where, just getting on everybody, what's happening in everybody's household. But the main thing was, the first thing was Toya and Eugene. They're getting their house built, which is something I would want one day, to have a house built. I think that's a major accomplishment. But they're just building their dream house. She has this big double two-story closet or something she has, and I'm just like, Toya, you're not even that fashionable. What are we doing? But like, you're not even that girl. You don't even serve us fashions. Why do you need a 2-story closet? But that's what that lady wants, and if she can afford to spend her husband's money, then hey, shit. So yeah, that they're opening up bottles of champagne. It seems to they seem to be working on the house pretty rapidly. They ended up talking about Eugene and Quad. Well, first she talked about Contessa. She was just like, I'm just gonna tell all my friends, but not all of them, because I don't know what's going on with Contessa. Contessa just Toya, Contessa is just on another level than you are. In terms of I just feel like maturity. And also, not saying that you're not mature, but I'm just saying Contessa got shit going on. Contessa got grown woman issues. Contessa got real life issues going on. Contessa is a doctor. Contessa is a mother of 3. And the baby girl is about to take her out. Child, she's something else. Cute as a button, but something else. Contessa is married. Contessa ain't got time for your foolishness, Toya, and that's all you got time for is foolishness, to sit around and plan parties and spend that man money. You still ain't got no job at Burger King yet. Ain't no wrong working at damn Burger King. What the hell? You ain't too good for nothing, girl. You ain't too good. So yeah, they're talking about that, and he was just like, Eugene was just like, I would hate to fall out with Scott for your foolishness, and Toya was just like, it's not me, babe, it's not me, yes it is. But if Eugene, you want to believe that, then okay. Let's see. They started talking about Quad and Eugene. Toya was just like, I just don't know what's going on with Quad. She's this and she's that. She's all of the above. Saying, she's just continuing to be distant, and I don't know what's going on. They both tell different lies. Quad say he mistreating her and all that kind of stuff. He not trying. Dr. Eugene saying the same thing. She mistreating him. She not trying. A little later on, Quad had a meeting with her little support group that she got. They have like a marriage support group or whatever. She met up with this guy named Mark and his wife. And they were just talking about the relationship. Quad is upset, talking to them. She was just like, I'm really trying to make this work, but he's not meeting me halfway. He's not even trying at this point. They was just like, are you sure he's not trying? It was just like, yeah. So the wife created an awesome suggestion. She said that y'all should just not be together, and see how that works. Just not be together, and if you find that you really miss each other and want to work it out, then come back together. But if not, go your separate ways, which is, I feel like, is the best option at this point. We all know what time it was when we saw them together. Everybody played a role, and that's all I'm gonna say. Now, okay, moving on from that, what else happened? So Jackie, Simone, and Heavenly, they're still in Miami. Heavenly's on this whole retreat. She's listening to the doctor that told her to go back to her childhood and figure some things out. I wonder why you so messed up. So she went back to Miami. The ladies are having fun. They're out, eating and stuff. Simone, was talking to Jackie, talking about Jackie. That's not good to be in the sun all the time, because they was talking about how much she loved the sun. Simone made a joke saying that Jackie, it's not good to be in the sun all the time. It creates what'd she say? Cancer. You can get skin cancer, or whatever, and all this kind of stuff. Jackie was just like, well, you need a little. My facility offers Botox as well. You need a little bit up in the corners of your eyes. And then Heavenly said in her confessional, she was like, that Jackie can say whatever she wants and it's not a problem, but as soon as I say something, it's an issue. Because Heavenly, it's just not what you say, is how you say it. Now, do I think that Jackie can be just as nasty as you are, just in a more toned down type of way? Absolutely. And sometimes you got to get her ass together. My boss is like that. Very, soft talking, soft spoken, but they kind of reading you and make you feel this big at the same time. No, sis, you're not going to do that to me. You're just not. Oh, girl. Ain't nothing like good cold water. My God. So anyway, So yeah, so that happened. What else happened, y'all? They, just started laughing and talking, and then it was just like, oh, we just gonna go to Little Havana, which is a place in Miami, part of Miami. I believe one of the who's from Little Havana? Was it Veronica Vega from Love and Hip Hop Miami? I think it was her. She was saying that she's from Little Havana. That's why she thinks she considers herself black because of where you stay or where because of where you stay. That makes you black when you're not. Okay. I stay in the South, child. I stay in South Carolina, so I guess that makes me white. Well, I got blonde hair, so maybe I am. I don't know. So anyway, so Simone is driving them, to Little Havana, child. Simone is a mess at the wheel. Simone's like one of them little old ladies that be at the wheel, can barely see, all scooched up right here at the wheel, just driving and crazy, just running into trees and deers and children. And, was that a deer? Was that, that's Simone. We love her. They got out, they went to the cigar place. Heavenly was handling it like a champ because, that's Heavenly. And, Simone, she did a little bit, and Jackie's just, the cigar smoke, darling. I didn't want to come to Miami and get killed and all. She's so uptight sometimes. I'm like, Jackie, please. That bougie, that stuff get on your nerves after a while. It's just like, jump in the crowd. Jump in, jump out, and introduce yourself. My name is Jackie. Yeah. And I'm a doctor. Yeah. I don't like nothing. Yeah. Okay. So it was a little embarrassing. So we're gonna move on. What else happened, y'all? Mariah had a scene with Aiden and Lauren. Lauren looks just like Mariah. My friend said it the other day. I didn't really pay that much attention to it, but Lauren looks a lot like Mariah, all in the mouth area. That's Mariah for sure. All she got to do now to be Mariah is this. Y'all know Mariah be doing this all the time. Hilarious. So anyway, so they went out to eat. Lauren, she wanted to have a special conversation with her mom about the birds and the bees, in which I felt like that was refreshing. So many people do not talk to their kids about sex, and I know I know it's an uncomfortable conversation. I know. My mama didn't tell me, but I wasn't born, I was created. So when I came here, when I just appeared into the King family and the Paget family, and the Williams family and the Lipskins family and the Jacksons family and the Mormons family, when I just appeared into the family, I was already grown. So I already knew what was what. But for other people it's hard, So, it's good that she's talking to her parents and she feels comfortable talking to her parents about this versus just going out into the streets or just going out and doing it. So, thank God she's talking to her parents. I think that's beautiful. So, she's talking to her parents and it was just like, she didn't go too much into detail. She was just asking about sex and it was just like, it's something you don't need to do. We learned a little bit about Aiden. Aiden is one of 7 kids, and 5 of those 7 kids has arranged marriages because that's what they do. Aiden is Indian, so Aiden was kind of an abomination to the family. He was just kind of like, what the hell is wrong with you, to the family when he brought home Miss Lucy's daughter, Mariah. So and everything that Mariah is, darling. So, it was just, it was interesting. But that's who he fell in love with. That's what he liked. He liked a little chocolate meat. And who doesn't? I mean, come on. So, they were talking about that. And, he was just like, as your father, I feel like you shouldn't date until you get in college. And Mariah was just like, child. Mariah was just like, it's something that you definitely don't need to be thinking about now. But, we'll just kind of see. They're really great parents, Mariah and Aiden. I wouldn't expect Mariah to be so Mariah don't really seem like she's that easy to talk to. Sometimes, as far as like when she's dealing with her relationships with the other women. And so it's very nice to see like different sides of Mariah. I really appreciate that. We've definitely only seen one side of Mariah, so it's nice that we're finally seeing other sides of Mariah and seeing her family dynamic, because we never seen that like we did the other ladies, and that's not really fair. But so it's definitely nice to see that, because whether you like her or not, just be fair all around. So it's nice to see. And Lauren, I say this every review, Lauren is an exceptional young lady. To be 13 years old, she's good. Y'all got a good one. Don't worry about it. Okay. So what else happened? Heavenly, she had a very touching scene. Let's see. Oh, and Mariah also made a joke about Heavenly. Talk about Aiden's ex-girlfriend look like Heavenly and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, Mariah, that's why your ass keep getting in trouble with these ladies. That because you say shady stuff, and everything that you say, they take to heart. So it's like, and you still having Facebook Lives with your sister and them, and it's just like, look, that's why everybody be about to jump and beat up Mariah at the reunions. Cause that mouth, cause she Lucy daughter. We love Lucy Pearl, right? Somebody can't hold it. Me and a couple friends don't need to settle down. My body don't know how. I hope I see you looking. Sure hope that you're not ducking. Don't get lost in the crowd. You mean so damn well. Go ahead and cross your ice. Go ahead to what you like. I'm feeling petrified. You ain't taking some tonight. Child, you don't forgot the words, or you never knew the words, but you know the song, you know the chorus. But you make up the verses or whatever the hell you say. That's what just happened. I be like, what they said? I'm improvise. Lucifer. So anyway, Heavenly had a touching scene. She got in contact with the guy that stays now at the house where she grew up in. Her sister, her mama, and her daddy was on and off, back and forth there. She talked, a little bit about the house. On the ride there, we learned a little bit more about Heavenly's childhood. That she was just pretty much stuck in the house the whole time. Her mom constantly kept lights on. And she said that both of y'all are going to be doctors, and that's just what it is. She kind of kept Heavenly in the house, in the books, sheltered. And she kind of she was a little bit more lenient, the mother, to her sister. The father wasn't never there. I believe he was in the army. So he was like on and off, on and off. It got to the point when Heavenly and the girls was there in the home, and they went to, I believe, in the bathroom. Or in a room. I believe was the bathroom. Heavenly said that her father passed away in that bathroom. I believe he had a heart attack. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. And I was just watching it, and I was just, it was sad, to see that. And she was just like, wow, I had no idea how I am now. Kind of everything we are as adults is a combination of experiences and learned practices and how we were taught, what we learned, etc. from childhood. Everything, darling, everything. And I have so much to learn. I've been sheltered a lot in my life as well. Some of that is my own reasonings, because I just don't like dealing with people sometimes. But I do have to get out of that and just step out on faith and just, Chase, you're going to get rejected sometime. Chase, sometimes you're going to lose. Chase, sometimes people are going to do you wrong. People are going to talk about you, make fun of you, etc. And you just have to, push forward. It's hard sometimes, because it just makes me think. Because I'm never rude or nasty to people or whatever when I meet them. So it's just weird when that happens to me, like in my everyday life. It's just like, you don't even know me. Like, why do you start off being shady towards somebody? I don't get people like that. I went off on a rant, but y'all know what I mean. Let's tie it back to the show. So yeah, so it was nice to see. Um, let's see. Heavenly also had a scene where she met up with three of her college buddies. They was just talking about how outspoken Heavenly was. And how cool she was, and she was just always heavenly. She had 3 chains back in the day with a side swoop, crimps in the back, and a bang in the front. I was like, come through heavily with the 3-part hairstyle. Y'all remember them 3-part hairstyles from the 90s, child? I used to live on them crimps and them cocoa nails for SWV. Anytime, anything you want me to do. Child, that was a joint. It's like that, y'all. It's like that. Y'all remember Tyson Beckford in the video with a towel? It's like that. Anyway. So yeah, very nice to see and go back down memory lane. Minnie Riperton. It was really cool to see that. It was just like Heavenly just is who she is. And Jackie, she was just like, but as a woman of a certain age, don't you think it's time to like tone it down and become a different person? It was just like, yeah, but I mean, good luck on Heavenly. But Heavenly agreed she's always gonna be the same person because she just can't help it. It's just who she is. After a while, people are who they are. I feel like when people get to a certain age, child, they just like, well, hell, it is what it is at this point. It's you have to really, really want to change, So, but Heavenly gonna be all right in her real life, but on the show, more of the mess, I'm sure. What else happened, y'all? There was a scene with Contessa. Contessa have had I believe abnormal tests when she goes and get her breasts checked at the doctor, and because her mother has had breast cancer and unfortunately passed away from it, and her father's very sick now. She don't want her kids to go through that whole thing of just having sick parents and all that stuff, and heartbreaking. But she has made the decision, I believe, to go ahead and get her breasts removed. I believe she's getting her full breast removed, or I believe so. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it, but I think that's what she's doing, is getting her breast removed. Just just in case something ever happens. That's a tough move to make when nothing's happened. She's completely fine now, but there's always that chance. When it runs in your family. But just to go ahead and make that decision on your own without there really being a reason right now is that's something else. My heart goes out to Contessa. She is probably one of the most strong, most inspirational, most real people we've seen on TV. I can say that right now. I can definitely say that. I didn't, first season, you don't really know what to think about anybody, but this second season, we're really getting a taste of who Contessa is at the core. And I think that at her core, she's a fantastic human being. I do. Now, as far as this show, it's going to be messy times, drama times. I might not agree, disagree, etc. But that woman stands for something. And that means something to me. And it should mean something for everybody else as well. My God, that's a black woman. And with that said, I'm Mr. Chala. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at ItsKingsWorld Instagram and Twitter, at ItsKingsWorld89 on Snapchat, Chase King on Facebook, all that good stuff. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week.